Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1296.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about why home prices are surging, and you won't believe where the number one market is. And no, it's not Miami. So first of all, home prices are gaining value again, and that's mainly because of a decline in interest rates. In fact, according to CNBC, home prices are rising faster and faster each month. And on a national level, home prices jumped 5.2% in November compared to the same month a year ago, and up 4.7%, which was the annualized gain in October. It's interesting to note that states in the Northeast led the gains, with Rhode Island up 11.6%, Connecticut up 10.6%, and New Jersey up 10.5%, seeing the strongest growth. Now that's really surprising because a couple of years ago, I remember talking about New Jersey being one of the states where everybody was leaving, mainly due to high taxes and cost of living. CNBC also says areas seeing year-over-year price declines in November were Idaho, down 1.3%, Utah losing 0.4%, and Washington, D.C. losing 0.2% in value. According to Selma Hepp, chief economist for CoreLogic, she said, "This continued strength remains remarkable amid the nation's affordability crunch, but speaks to the pent-up demand that is driving home prices higher." Markets where the prolonged inventory shortage has been exacerbated by the lack of new homes for sale recorded notable price gains over the course of 2023, she said. Yeah, it's really due to lower mortgage rates and better buying power for consumers. And even though there's hardly any inventory out there, the inventory that is there is starting to move because rates are coming down and people are responding to the lower rates. And that will cause more buying power, which will make home prices go up. After hitting more than a dozen record lows in the first 2 years of the pandemic, mortgage rates began rising sharply in 2022 and hit more than a 20-year high in October last year. The average rate on a 30-year fixed loan briefly crossed over 8%. And now interest rates have fallen back and are in the high 6% range. And as I've been reporting to you, interest rates look like there could be as many as 25 basis point cuts this year for a total of 1.5% lower. And there's about a 70% chance that the first rate cut will come in March. But that doesn't mean interest rates won't trend lower before the Fed cuts rates, because the market will anticipate in advance and treasuries will start to reflect lower rates before the Fed actually cuts rates. So are you ready to hear the number one city in the country? It saw the largest annual price gain of 8.7%, which was better than Miami, which came in at 8.3%. And Miami's held the top spot for 16 months. It's a tough one to guess, but it's Detroit. Detroit had the largest annual price gain at 8.7%. And this goes along with other Midwest areas that are seeing stronger appreciation because they're also more affordable. I've heard in the South, which is one of the more affordable markets in the state of Tennessee, that has had an 80% increase in population over the last few years. It's interesting to note that while the median price of a home in Detroit is still among the most affordable in the country, the market is considered overvalued due to local income levels. And some large cities that are considered normal in valuation were Boston, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C. And that's because their income matches more of the value of the home. Roughly 82% of the nation's 397 metropolitan housing markets surveyed by CoreLogic were considered overvalued. So again, they're saying that the income isn't matching the value of the home. It's very expensive for people to be able to buy them. And that's also a function of interest rates, though. And as interest rates go lower, we're going to see housing prices increase, and we're going to see supply and demand pick up. More people will want to list their home because they'll be willing to do so in order to buy another home because interest rates are low again. So in my opinion, the housing market in 2024 and 2025 is going to be very, very strong. And there is no crash in sight when interest rates are coming down and inventory is this tight. What that tells us is we're in for a very strong real estate market. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And all of my podcasts are on my website at lindapjones.com/podcasts. And there's a search box there when you're on your desktop that you can put in keywords of any topic that you want to search in my 1,200 podcasts, because the topic you're looking for is probably there. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.